I mean, I've had some large drill holes in my life. This is by far the largest intercept that I've had. We're very excited. We're expecting to see an awful lot more results like what we've got now.
Talking gold here with Frank Callahan and Cariboo Gold, the guys out of British Columbia. And Frank, you've brought some amazing near-surface intersection of gold mineralization along.
Well, since we spoke last, we've gotten some partial assays back on one of those three holes that we were showing the visible gold in. And it's beyond our wildest dreams on just the sheer thickness of this result. It's in excess of 126 meters or over 440 odd feet for those that are looking at it in feet. But it's just it's an amazing intercept, and it's even if we're not quite sure what the true width is, so we remarked that it could be as much as half of that, but even at half of that width, it's still well over 200 feet or over over 60 meters intercept. I think I did that math right. It's just amazing. It's fantastic grade.
Yeah, congrats, Frank. And I'm looking at the grades here. So we've got 1.46 grams over 136 meters. We've got 1.8 grams over 23 meters, and then 3.18 grams over 22 meters. And there are more holes ahead. Huh? That's not it. You still have a lot more drilling coming up.
First off, on that one hole, they're still doing metallics. So we expect to have the metallics back in about another week or two. We'll actually have to re-release that hole as we expect. The results will be different. But that's the first pass on it. And then we still got two more holes from not in the same area, but we actually had spun the drill, I believe, about 180 degrees from that setup. So this is a new discovery. We've never drilled it before. It's about an 800, and don't hold me to this, 830, 860 meter step out from a known zone. It's all brand new stuff. The interesting thing is there's no outcrop here. So again, we're drilling blind. We'd actually, several years ago, we went down with an excavator and dug it down, and the surface of this area was running as high as 5 grams in certain areas, and some trenching that we had done. So it had never been drilled before, and we're just absolutely ecstatic at the results. Just ecstatic. It's fantastic.
Well, Frank, that sounds like Cariboo Gold Rush that actually took place in your area in 1858 in British Columbia. So that sounds like a 2.0 reloaded of the Cariboo Gold Rush.
You know what? 2.0 is pretty funny, but you're not far off the mark. It's now, how long is this? We have an idea. We've had some 263 meter intercepts, and that's in width. This is a parallel trend to that. And as I mentioned, almost a kilometer away and on a parallel trend. And we're seeing widths in excess of 120, over 120 meters. It's breathtaking. I mean, I've had some large drill holes in my life. This in continuous gold intercept. This is by far the largest intercept that I've had that's would deemed. I mean, it's a forward-looking statement to call it ore grade, but it's grade that if you're doing bulk mining, that this type of grade would be very acceptable.
And Frank, as your property is almost fully encircled by Osisko, have Osisko already given you a call, given the fact that they're one of the key players in the Canadian gold mining market?
No, they haven't phoned, but I'm sure that they're watching the results with good optimism, and they're going, okay, well, he's done it for us before. Maybe he can do it again. We'll see. We're all happy. I'm sure that they're happy because it proves what Sean's said before. Sean Rusin has said, that our last deposit that they purchased from, when they bought Barkerville Gold Mines, our former company, that's now a 6 million ounce deposit. They've referred to that as a beachhead. And I concur with Sean in his thinking that is it. At the other end of it, you've got the Spanish Mountain deposit. It's similar to us. It's a 5 million ounce deposit. Then you've got us, our former project, 6 million ounce deposit. Then we don't know how large this is going to be. But even if you look over to the west of where we are, there's the Blackwater deposit. That's 12 million ounces. So we're in the neighborhood where there's very large bulk tonnage type mining. And this is definitely going to be, in my view, it's again a forward-looking statement, but I believe that, it has the potential to be something quite large.
Yeah, and just to recap here, Frank, I mean, when you sold off your previous project, this was one of the things you kept in your backhand. And now with the gold prices, I mean, right now we are again close to $2,500 per ounce. By the way, I checked the gold price in 1870. There we were at $20 per ounce. So quite a change. And you kept that in your backhand. And just to recap for our audience here, why did you decide for now to get back into the game and start this project?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, the uncertainty whether this was going to pan out to be something. It was the results that we received from the holes in January, from a hole that we drilled last year that said, you know, we're in the right rocks. This just needs some more work and needs some more money thrown at it, and some methodical thinking in the drilling. And the team that's doing that work now is the same team that was part of the discovery team that was back in 2000 when we made the original Bonanza Ledge discovery. This is part of the same team. They know what they're looking for because they've done it once already. So it helps lots when you know what you're looking for, and know that the staff they're amazing. They're very happy. Believe me, they're celebrating.
Yeah, I can imagine. And guys, if you want to check out some of the staff, we've got a recording with Frank live in the core shed and also on the drill side. So we'll put the link down below if you want to check out the footage from on-site, Frank in action. Frank, exciting times ahead. We look forward to those next results coming up. You already have an estimate when all the drilling and the assays will be ready later this year?
I think that probably I hope to have more results next week as well. And then there should be more results the week after that. So there's lots of news in the pipe. And as the metallics come along, and for those that don't know, when you do metallics, and please go look it up on the internet, it's a different form of assaying, and you get the nuggety effect, which we see because of some of these gold flakes are up to 3 millimeters in size. You can see them on the company's website as well. So you can get coarse gold. And when you get coarse gold, it's hard to get an accurate reading. So they do what they call screen metallic assaying. It costs more than twice the price of doing regular fire assay. And we are doing that on selective samples. So there's still roughly, 18 or so samples that are still at the lab. They're going through the screen metallics. We should have those results. It takes for sure another week or 2 weeks before we'll have those back on this drill hole that we're reporting. And then we still have 2 more drill holes that when we spun the drill about 180 degrees, that we should see some more results of similar to it. I'm going to suggest they should be similar to what we've got right now. And what it does is it just opens up this whole, all the area in between about 1,000 meters, near 1,000 meters, because if you count going onto the other side of the hole, it's all open, it's all untouched, and no one's ever drilled it before. So we're very excited. We're expecting to see an awful lot more results like what we've got now.
Exciting times, Frank. Congrats again, and we're looking forward to those next results in a few weeks.
You bet. Thank you so much. Good to see you again.